Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be talking about some Bath & Body Works products that I have used up, but then I also have some purchasing that I have done as well. So let's go ahead and jump into it with the empties. Most of what I have for this round of empties is candle based. I have three wick candles to talk to you about. The first one that I have is this Rome Pizzeria candle. This came out in the summer collection and I have like a weird one that doesn't have a bottom sticker, but essentially like this smelled exactly like pizza dough. I really enjoyed it. Even when I smell it on cold now, I get the really strong like seasonings. Like I'm pretty sure basil and oregano are kind of the two main notes that I get from this. This, however, burned terribly. I got about halfway down and then it got puny wicks, and I don't necessarily write a candle off right away for puny wicks, but shortly after the last round of puny wicks, I tried to light it again and they actually would extinguish themselves. So I threw it in my candle warmer and I ended up having it last a lot longer because of that, because the longevity of the scent was pretty strong for a while. But I really don't love melting wax down, especially when you have about half, because with the candle warmer, it probably easily takes like an hour and a half to 2 hours for all of the wax to melt enough that you can get a scent. And I just prefer more instantaneous satisfaction than that. So I would have gotten this candle again, but I won't buy it with this packaging if I see it like on candle day or semi-annual sale time, because it just didn't have a very good burn performance. I have absolutely no one to blame but myself for this next one. This is the White Caramel Cold Brew. This candle I always love the smell of, but it never performs. You either like don't get very much of a scent throw when you light it, or it has terrible performance with the wicks. And that's exactly what happened with this one. Again, it's about halfway down and I threw it on the candle warmer, but because the scent was already so soft, by the time it was warmed up, I just couldn't really smell it. So this was a terrible performer on my part. I just need to accept the fact that any variation of this scent profile just never does well, no matter how much I love it as a scent. It just doesn't perform no matter what variation I've tried, so I need to stop buying it. The last candle that I have is a no-fail candle. It is Fresh Balsam from White Barn. As you guys can tell, I'm like kind of really all over the place with my scents. Once I got to this candle, this was the last candle that I had in my collection that I wanted to burn. I have a couple of candles that I know I'm going to want to eventually at some point pop out the wax and melt, but I just am not at that point. So this was the last candle that I have to burn, and it was like beginning of November, but I was like, I don't care. I just want to burn candles. I love the look of candles. I love it in my bedroom. Like, I'm a big fan. This was so strong. I love Fresh Balsam, but it was so strong to the point where it reminded me of like winter. Winter, I love that candle deep down in my soul. I love it, but it is headache inducing. It's too strong and spicy for me. And I've just since stopped buying it for that reason, because I want to be able to enjoy the scent and not feel overwhelmed by the scent, and that's how I felt with that candle. This was the same thing. I would literally maybe light it for 20 or so minutes and then I would blow it out and just let the scent sort of dissipate, because otherwise it would get too strong, and it was a ferocious burner. Even when I trimmed the wicks, it would be ferocious with its burn. But I mean, at least I got my money's worth out of it. Like, unlike the White Caramel Cold Brew, which really was a waste of time and money, this performed really well. I've never had an issue with Fresh Balsam. The only problem I've ever had is it being too strong, so this did not let me down. And then my two non-candle products. First thing I have is a hand soap. It is the Vampire Blood Gentle Foaming Hand Soap. This is delightful. Really love the scent of this. I very much wish I could try this as a shower gel. I feel like I would really like it as a shower gel. I don't pay a whole lot of attention to the Halloween releases, aside from like picking up maybe a hand soap here or there. So I don't even know if they make this in a body care scent, but I just love plum. I love the plum note in here. I think plum and pear are two really underrated scents in Bath & Body Works whole collection, and whenever they do feature them as the like main focal scent, I really latch onto it, and that is the case with this. Last item that I have is a hand cream. This is the Rose Quartz Shea Butter Hand Cream. I had a number of these. I basically, for like a moment in time when this was in stores, was cashing in free item coupons for this hand cream. I love the scent of this. Oh, it's so nice. Rose soap. I love a rose soap scent. So delicious. Hand cream is nice. I think that these hand creams are pricey for how much product you get. $4 is quite a bit of money, but again, I was cashing them in for free, so I enjoyed them for that reason. I definitely don't think I need to go out of my way to get hand creams from Bath & Body Works because I feel like their body creams are very similar in moisturization abilities. So I like the scent of it. I don't think they have this anymore in the store, but if I had a coupon and they had this scent, I would definitely snag it. Okay, let's talk about the purchasing that has occurred. First off, just as like a general PSA for people in the Bath & Body Works world, whether you're new or not, I personally have noticed over the last couple of years that Bath & Body Works does essentially right from like the second week of November all the way up until Christmas, they basically have 1 or 2 like really good sales each week. And I know a lot of people like to wait till semi-annual sale to be able to like cash in on the good prices and the coupons, but quite honestly, that mentality doesn't give you the maximum amount of savings in the winter time. Because I've often found that a lot of the like body care especially that they toss into winter semi-annual sale is not like the signature collection. It's a lot of just they're getting rid of the leftover winter collection products that they brought out that are only here in the winter, and they don't really encompass much else that's in the store, but they offer all of these specials that it doesn't matter what collection it comes from, you're getting a really good deal on it. For example, they do like a shower gel day where you can get any shower gel. I think it's like for $3.95, which in my experience at the winter semi-annual sale, the only shower gels at that price are like hot cocoa and cream, Mary Berry Cheer, mint coconut drop, like those classic ones that they only always bring out during the winter season. So in my opinion, if you have coupons and a good sale comes around, don't save your stuff for the semi-annual sale. Go out to the store now. I also find that Bath & Body Works does this as a way to clear out a huge chunk of their inventory. So by the time that the semi-annual sale comes, they don't have a lot of stock anyways, which a lot of stores do that because once the new year comes around, they don't want to have to inventory and carry over excess, whatever. So all that to say, I exchanged a couple of candles, bought a candle accessory, and then hand soap day came around, so I've got all of that to share with you. Let's jump in. Some of you may remember I mentioned loving a winter candle holder that they came out with, and like this has to stop. I officially think like no matter how cute any future ones might be, I am square because now I have like a fall-esque one, I have like a summer/spring one, and now I have this beautiful winter one. I couldn't. I think he is so adorable. It's this beautiful polar bear who's, you know, all legs up, holding on a little iceberg the candle. He's covered in glitter. I think he's so cute. And again, similar to the fall fox that I have, I like that this is winter decor and not Christmas. Like he pairs well with Christmas, but I won't be upset in like February when he's still on our dining room table because I really prefer to have decor in our tiny 1-bedroom apartment that can be more universal since we don't put a lot of decor up. So I was very pleased to snag him. I was in like a small store in Rhode Island because I go to Rhode Island every single week to volunteer with my sorority, and they had like 4 or 5 of these, which normally I feel like the stores don't get very many of these candle pedestals, and so I was a really big fan of him. He retailed for $26, which is a little bit pricey, but with the coupon it brought it down a little bit, and so I just thought he was super cute. Happy to have him in my life. While I was there, I also exchanged 2 candles. I actually, between my last trash talk and going to the store, I tried burning crushed, I think it was crushed candy cane, absolutely 0 cent. So I was just like, nope, not gonna bother with it, going to just get, you know, an exchange for it. So I ended up picking up a Mary Mimosa. Oh, I'm so excited about this. I loved this. I think it was 2 or 3 years ago, I just happened to go into a local Bath & Body Works store, happened to see like one of these, picked it up, loved the smell of it, brought it home, burned it, and then never saw it again. I don't recall if it came out last year, but if it did, it like flew off the shelves before I got my hands on it. So immediately picked this up. I recall it smelling very similar to what I had last time, and I loved it. The notes in here are champagne, red apple slices, ice sugar crystals, and essential oils. It just smells lovely. So very happy to have this one. And then I was looking for a second candle. I was tempted to get the crushed candy cane version that they had come out with, but I just was hesitant to want to get it, and I had tried to watch some of Tina Divalicious's reviews before going to the store, and I remember him saying that the chocolate peppermint cream had a pretty decent burn, so I decided to pick it up and smell it. It's nice. It is basically like hot cocoa and cream with some peppermint in it, and that's perfect for me. So these are essentially the only candles that I have right now to burn, which is fine. Like, I have plenty of wax, and I am planning on going out for candle day. I wasn't sure if I was going to skip it or not this year, but I just have so few candles and so many ones that are, you know, piquing my interest that I definitely think I'm going to go and maximize on it. But for another day, we are not at December 7th just yet. Okay, so now we're at the last portion of this, which is the hand soap sale. So they were running a hand soap sale. Hand soaps were $2.95, plus I had a 10 off of 30 coupon, and I had a free item coupon with a purchase. I initially wasn't planning on buying that many hand soaps because I have a number of hand soaps in my closet, but only like 2 or 3 of them are winter based, and I've been trying really hard to not be seasonally appropriate with my body care. So when it comes to my hand soaps, I really want to stay within season. That way I don't feel totally like deprived of like my classic winter type scents. So I went in to get a few of them, and then I ended up picking up some for my mom for Christmas because she always wants them but like doesn't want to pay full price for them, and whenever I've texted her that they're on the hand soap sale, she hasn't been able to pick them up. So I went in with the intent of getting 10. I estimated they'd be about $3 each to get the 10 off of 30, but I don't know, things got a little wild. So let me go ahead and just show you what I ended up with. All right, I'm gonna start with the 5 hand soaps that I ended up picking up for myself. I went with 2 like really intense hand soap scents. I picked up a winter. I figured that since I wasn't a big fan of how strong the candle is, I still liked the notes of it. And so when I saw this hand soap, I picked it up and I smelled it, and it basically smells like a watered down version of the candle. So I figured that would be ideal. And then I also came across this spruce. My store did not have very many of these. I picked it up, and again, it smelled almost like a watered down version of fresh balsam. So I really liked both of these and thought these would be excellent for the month of December. I also was really surprised by this choice. I picked up a coconut mint drop. I do not like this as a body care scent. I also am not like the biggest proponent of coconut in general, but I have to just say I adore this packaging. I really wish that I liked more of the scents from this packaging because it was absolutely gorgeous. But for some reason, when I smelled this, despite my not liking the body care, it just smells really like pleasant. I know it's very vague. The notes that they say are in here is white coconut, iced peppermint, and winter musk. And I'm really getting more of like a peppermint winter musk scent with this, and I really like it, and the penguins are freaking adorable, so I was into this. In the same vein, from that collection, I also picked up a toasted vanilla chai. I wasn't like in love, over the moon with this scent, but I figured that Ben might like it because it's a vanilla scent and the packaging is cute, so I decided to pick it up and see if I like it in the end. And then surprisingly, I also picked up an iced cinnamon roll. I don't typically like really heavy cinnamon spice scents because oftentimes cinnamon is not like baking cinnamon, it's this harsh, abrasive, like red hot cinnamon. But this has that like sugary sweet smell to it. So I'm hoping that that is what lingers on your hands because this is very nice. And again, it's a really attractive like gold bottle with the gold colored soap in there. So I really enjoyed these. So those are the 5 that I picked up. And then I snagged these for my mom. My mom has a like blue themed bathroom, so she prefers to have blue type bottles in there, but she also is very picky. Like, she doesn't like any kind of berry or fruit scents in her hand soap. So I just tried to pull ones that I thought she might like, and I know that she could always exchange them if she ends up not liking the scent. But the first one I grabbed was from the Aromatherapy line. It is the lavender vanilla. Again, nice blue basic type of notes for her. And then I also grabbed crisp morning air. I really liked this scent. You guys know that. I thought about getting one for myself, but I'm just not somebody who typically likes to double dip on hand soap scents because there's normally so much variety, but I figured my mom might like that one. And then the third blue one that I got for her was Frozen Lake. This is just the classic men's cologne, which is not my jam, but I figured she might like it. And then all the other blue ones that they had were like fruit or berry based. So I just grabbed 2 other from the Aromatherapy line that I think she might like, and if not, she can return. I wanted to get her a rose and vanilla because I gotta support it. I gotta keep buying it so that they keep putting it out there. And I already have, I think, 3 in this scent because I'm so obsessed with this scent. So I knew that I couldn't keep it for myself. And then I also grabbed her a lemon and a cedarwood. And I figured like maybe in the kitchen she could have that one, but we'll see. Scent is so personal to people that it can be really hit or miss when it comes to like gift giving, but she can always exchange them if she wants. Now we get to like the random part of the haul. I had a free item coupon and I have had it on my radar. I don't remember the exact name, but I know a bunch of you have told me that in this previous fall body care collection, there was a pear note somewhere. Like it wasn't a note, it was an actual like highlighted pear scent that came out in the fall. I didn't really go into my Bath & Body Works store a lot in the fall, and the couple of times that I have gone, I haven't seen it, but at this point, almost every store in the last, like, I'd say 3 weeks to maybe a month has been switched over to Christmas stuff, so the time for fall stuff really has passed. So when I was in the store, I was looking for it, I didn't see it, and then I asked a sales associate, and they were just like, I don't know what you're talking about. So I don't know if they've pulled it and are saving it for some annual sale. I don't know if they just sold out of it, and it was so long ago that no one would know about it. I'm not sure, but I wanted to get some kind of body care item. I ended up going with snowflakes and cashmere in a shower gel. To be honest, I didn't want to get anything vanilla or rose based because that's a lot of what I have in my closet right now. Like it's gonna be rose and vanilla train for probably another like 6 months. I would not be surprised. So I say that, but then I get this one which has cream, caramel, and clementine in it. So 2 out of the 3 scents are basically vanilla, but gosh darn it, I just love this scent. I have 2 body creams in this scent, and now I have the shower gel. But to be honest, I bought the body creams last year because I wasn't sure they were gonna bring back snowflakes and cashmere. They took a year off from it and then brought it back. So when I saw it, I was like, I may not ever see it again. And then with this, they only had like a couple of shower gels in for this one. So I imagine that they're not gonna restock the winter collection. I'd be surprised if they did at this late in the game, even though it's not that late, but in the shopping world it is. So I grabbed this for my free item coupon. Then when I was standing at the counter and like checking out, the sales associate said to me, she was like, you're actually about $5 shy of using your 10 off of 30. And I was like, what? How is that like possible? I don't know how the math worked out, sincerely, because I got 10 hand soaps. The body care item was free, so that's not a part of it, but like the 10 hand soaps alone should have gotten me to 30, but for some reason it didn't. So then I decided to snag a pocket back holder. I do not need pocket backs themselves, but I don't have a winter pocket back. I used to have the most adorable gnome. I think he came out at this point 3 years ago, and they never brought the gnomes back, and he just fell apart from general wear and tear. So I ended up going with this walrus with his little like candy cane tusks. I think he's super cute, all about him. I do think he was a little pricey. He was $5.75 for what he is, but in the end, I only spent $22 on the 10 hand soaps and this, which just felt like, it was wrong. Like it just felt like I should have been paying more money for all the items. So I don't know how it worked out with these crazy coupons. But basically, according to my receipt, each one of my hand soaps was $1.68. And the walrus was like $3.50. So I don't know, I guess that's like awesome for me. I saved a lot of money, but this is what I'm talking about. Like truly, really and truly, if you want to get the most bang for your buck, don't wait for winter semi-annual sale unless you're only after the winter collection items. Because like, for example, during the semi-annual sale, the aromatherapy hand soaps wouldn't have been on sale. Those would have stayed full price, but in the $2.95 hand soap sale, all the hand soaps were the $2.95 price. So I really recommend, like if you see a deal pop up, I get the emails the night before, so sign up for the emails that always say like, oh, tomorrow's hand soap day or tomorrow's candle day, blah, blah, blah. So keep an eye out for that. I personally am keeping my eyes out for shower gel day because there are a couple of shower gels that I think I might want to grab just to maybe add some variety to my collection. I don't know. I'm not really sure yet. We'll see what happens the actual day of, if it actually happens at all. But that is it for me and this trash and haul video. I'll talk to you guys in the next video real soon. Bye.